Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club for our first match in the Gold Cup 2024. This tournament, of course, sponsored by Bentley Emirates, and it is between Dubai Wolves by Cafu and Ghantoot Polo. Two teams out on the field starting to warm up here. We'll have Ghantoot in their white shirts with, of course, the Wolves by Cafu in their red and brown. Here playing on number 3 here this afternoon. We have 2 matches tomorrow afternoon, which will, of course, be over there on field number 1. I say the tournament main sponsor, of course, being Bentley Emirates, the official dealer and sole authorised importer of Bentley motors into the UAE since 1983. Being part of the Al Habtoor Motors Prestige division, Bentley Emirates held the title of the number 1 dealer in the world for 7 consecutive years between 2011 and 17, and again in 2019. In 2022, Bentley Emirates won Retailer of the Year and Sales Retailer of the Year at the Middle East and Africa Bentley Regional Dealer Conference, officially launched in 2016. Bentley Dubai showroom is the largest Bentley showroom in the world there on Sheikh Zayed Road. Another state-of-the-art showroom was opened in Abu Dhabi in 2020. Our co-sponsor would like to thank, of course, our Mac Engineering Consultancy, a professional engineering consulting firm. Cludy, a contemporary high-end brand for sophisticated bathrooms and high-quality kitchens. A perfect combination of innovation and design. Cludy Solutions, convinced through German engineering and premium quality, high reliability for their function and sustainability in their use, and incomparable and timeless elegance in design. From this, of course, we are once again would like to thank Diamond Lease and Hilden Water for their continued sponsorship here at Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. Hilden Water, a mineral water from the Hampshire Downs and bottled on the Hilden estate and imported from the UK, exclusive by Top Shelf Beverages in the region. Diamond Lease, fully owned subsidiary of Al Habtoor Group, established in 1996 to offer automotive rental and leasing solutions as an alternative to owning and maintaining your own cars. For corporate and individual customers, of course. Diamond Lease serves more than 7,700 companies, being multi-glomerates and also small companies as well. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we'll now come to the lineups of the 2 teams. Playing there, of course, for Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Playing with the number 1 shirt on is Benjamin Penelo. With the number 2 shirt on is Habtoor Al Habtoor on 2 goals. And playing at number 3, Felix Hussein on 6 goals. And Santiago Laborde playing at the back with 6 goals, making a total of 20 goals. This is, of course, off the stick, so any 19-goal team that we have playing in this will have to play off 0-0 to start. And for Ghantoot, we start off, of course, at number 1, it is Nasser Al-Shamsi on 1 goals. At number 2, we have Pablo Llorente playing off 6. At 3, Cesar Crespo on 6. And, of course, the familiar face to us all here, Cafu Raja on 7 goals, playing at back. Both teams 20 goals. And we're looking forward to getting this match underway. Ghantoot having not played the Silver Cup, Wolves having won the subsidiary final of that, the Insignia Cup. And so they are well in form. And we have a view there of the umpires, and the umpires that will be out there on the field will be Matthias Babeni and Peter Wright, with the third man being Mr. Jason Dixon. And we're just waiting here for a horse from Ghantoot, please. I'm just informed by Peter Wright that it is under control. Something just had to be changed on that, so it's suitable to come to umpire. And then we'll get this one underway. There you see familiar sight of Cafu Raja just warming up there. Very familiar face out here in the UAE. Being with Ghantoot for a number of years during the high goal season. And there you have Habtoor Al Habtoor just warming up on the far side. Here on field number 3. I'm sure they're all very keen to get this match underway. National Shamsi just warmed up on one pony and stick and balled, and now hopefully about to get mounted up again, and then we'll get this match underway. That looks like actually Nasser's going back to the tent, looking to change the mallet or do something, get himself sorted out. And Habtoor just waiting for his teammates to come out onto the field as well. And please do get in touch with us on all the social media. Of course, it is on Instagram, Polo Line OK, on Facebook, at Polo Line Int, and on YouTube, Polo Line TV, or just tune into the app. That's the best one to do. Get it downloaded on your phone to be up to date with all the polo throughout the world. And of course, also on Instagram, get onto DXB Polo Gold Cup Series, or Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. Then you can be up to date with all the latest information and events here in the Gold Cup Series and at Al Habtoor Polo Club and Resort. And with at the resort itself, it's like there is a show jumping competition going on here this evening as well, so it's a very busy day indeed. But I'd also like to mention a couple of other little bits and pieces of what is actually going on. We do have a few offers going on. And I'd like to remind everybody, of course, that you may get your tickets for the finals via Virgin Tickets, Platinum List, Tickbox and AHG Loyalty app. Book yourself in for gazebos, picnic gazebos here in the picnic area. We have two options there. There's a 2,800 dirhams. It includes a picnic basket for 8 people, an entry for 8 people and 2 car passes. A 1,350, which is for 4 people and entry for 4. The Gold Cup Lounge, of course, synonymous here with Habtoor. We have a minimum spend of 5,000 dirhams on drinks per table required, along with general admission for 10 people and 4 parking passes. The Garden by El Paseo, 1,500 dirhams per person, inclusive of entry, parking passes, and a stunning spread of food and house beverages. Please make your bookings through media at Dubai Polo Gold Cup.com or on 056 373 2999. We also have the fabulous Polo Brunch at the hotel, which you can book directly through the hotel, which is, of course, +971. If you're outside Dubai, 056 545 8391. There's Cafu. Umpires coming out on the field here now. Umpire right on the far side, just giving them a bit of a whistle up here as Matthias gets himself sorted out, and Jason will come and join me here in the commentary stand as third man. So Matthias on field, and we have players just joining Peter Wright on the far side there. Should be a very exciting game, this one indeed. As it were to say, Ghantoot coming out possibly a little bit cold, but they're very experienced players, and having played a lot together, these 4 have. Having previously won the Gold Cup here at Habtoor. So the two teams just sorting themselves out on the far side there, just waiting for a couple more players to get there, and then we'll get this one underway. Matthias just making his way over there. It's a lovely day here in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. It's about 24, 25 degrees, but we've got a bit of a stiff breeze coming across the field. So it's perfect conditions for playing polo. Just waiting for Cichetti and also Pablo to make their way back to the middle, but in the meantime, Matthias is just having to sort out something with his pony still. So we're just waiting here now for Matthias to try and get mounted back up again. Clearly something wrong with the bridle. The pony not content at all. As it is very important for these umpires to have ponies that are suitable for playing, and you can see on our screen here a view there down into the camp of Ghantoot. So Matthias just putting the final touches, hopefully, and the pony will be all right, and he can get back on again, and we'll get this match underway. So we'll go through the formalities here now of deciding who and which way players are going. And there will be, all the players are very used to these umpires here. They've been here for the whole of the Silver Cup. They've been umpiring down in Ghantoot as well. So there'll be no excuses to think that they've been not understanding how they're going to umpire this. And we have the same group of umpires out here this year. We're very fortunate, as we did last year, to maintain that consistency. Umpire right, just explaining a few things to them, probably about the line outs and the changes and everything else. In the past they have had free changes. I believe now the changes will come as to the umpire's discretion if need be, depending on how the chukkers are flowing. Otherwise players will have to do as norm, and that is change in their own time. And they won't be waiting at line outs. So anyone trying to drag the clock down and let it tick away, of course, after the allocated time, the ball will be rolled into play. It's all very well in the welfare of the horses to give them that half chukker break, but they had to put a bit of discipline down and only give them a certain amount of time to get changed. Otherwise, they'll try and take as much time as a free change. Sorry, as a end of chukker change. So matches are just going on far too long. So they all know we're here to play polo, and the two teams line up, and the ball's into play. Into play it goes. Now at the back of the line, out it comes. Polo tries to get on that one. Ridden off out of it by Cafu. Left here, there for Laborde. Laborde turns, faces up, fishes that one up forward. Comes off the pony of Felix. Couldn't quite get onto that one there. Could Felix? It's now going to be Pablo. Pablo comes in, turns, sends this one up the field here now. Out there for Cichetti. Cichetti looking to get this one, but he knows he's got Benel there with him, goes up, leaves it. Cafu fishes that one underneath the neck here and sends it up for Pablo. Pablo going goal bound here now. Llorente going forward. Llorente flicks that one in towards the goal and through the goal. It is there for Llorente. Good work there by Ghantoot. Nice play. Starting off with the ball being sent up there. You can see on the replay it was sent up nicely there for Cichetti, but Cichetti yielded off it and took the man and left it for Cafu, and Cafu passed it up straight underneath the neck. First time play. Not messing around with this ball, it's what we like to see. The ball doing the work, moving up the field. And Pablo running onto that one well and finishing it off nicely. So back to the middle of the field it is here. 4. Ball into play, out the line, out it comes. Stealing that one there, away from Cafu. There was Pinello. Pinello goes with the backhand, couldn't quite get it changed direction, which quickly jumps onto that one. There is Cafu. Cafu Ball is now picked up here by Polo. Polo up onto one side, the other side. Can he try and get back onto this play? No, he can't get back onto it cleanly. Felt he got impeded in it, but quickly comes round on it. He's got some very handy ponies indeed, and they've got a bit of leg on them too. And Polo, just looking over his shoulder, opens up the backhand, pushes that one out. Backhand going out forward there for Felix. Here's a call for Laborde. Sorry, here's that call and drops it down, but Cachete gets in there and interferes with that play. Habtor asked to shift out of the way, but coming onto that one quickly, it is going to be Cafu. Cafu was too quick there for Polo, which is a rare occasion because he's quick, is Polo. And Cafu on it there with Felix Hussein. Felix onto the play here now. Felix trying to get a hook in there on Cafu. Left it behind. Felix tops, turns, faces up. Kaku's going to have to yield. They're going to have to let him have the next play. Looks up, tries to send that one goalward bound, but it comes a little bit short. In Laborde on that near side. Takes it back onto the stick side. Jiggles it in the air. Nice ball at the top of the bounce there by Llorente, but we've got a whistle on the play. Let's see what we can see here now on this replay. So he comes in on it, picks it up, comes across, does so, but as he plays his near side backhand, travelling across the right of way and the line, so players should take this opportunity to quickly change ponies. We have a spot penalty here now in favour of Wolves by Cafu, being taken by Felix Hussein. Comes in, taps that one, drops the mallet down and through the goal it is. Levelling up the score here now in Chucker number 1. 1 goal apiece it is. So the players using this opportunity as they should to change. Ghantoot were changing down that bottom end. It was easier for them at this point in time as Polo goes up the top end. He'll have to get himself onside. Comes round into the line out and Peter Wright just looking for a little bit of an order, a bit of a gap, not getting it. And so someone just being told to be quiet on that point there by the captain of Wolves, who is just having a question with umpire Wright, and the ball has been dropped down here now for a penalty 5, spot penalty here in favour of Ghantoot. The captain there of Wolves just telling the boys just to keep a lid on it before they start. Unless they want to be getting these yellow cards handed out, maybe even have a cup of tea on the side of the field for 2 minutes if they're not careful. So Cafu comes in, gives this ball a ride up over the top. No yellow card given on this occasion, but it was just given the warning to them that we have them, we'll use them, and the ball goes up and it's been stopped and turned nicely there by Polo. Polo on it here now. Leaves it, yields off, goes for Laborde, that little swing, but gets a lot out of it and sends that ball up forward for Polo, but we get a whistle on the play. And let's see what we can see on this replay here now. And it looks like it's a broken ball. So just as they're trying to make their defense into an attacking play. And we just had one just quickly changing, so umpire Wright just picking up the ball. It looks like we'll be having a roll in here now. So 2 teams to line up there on Matthias from the inside out to get this ball into play. Ball into play it is, comes in, comes away with it there, and it looked like it was a Saint sending that one up forward, but it's only as far as Cafu gets hooked off out of that one there, comes onto it once more. It is going to be Laborde flicks that one away there from Cafu at this point here now. Sorry, it was Nasser at first, but that was Cafu trying to come onto it, but he came in possibly from behind. And we can see on this angle here now, Laborne's got it, and you've got NASA coming round onto it. And looks like the umpire's not happy with that one there, so we get a short penalty here now in favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. The ball being dropped down here now for a 40-yard penalty. First penalty here of the afternoon. Benja Pinello. Circling around here. Being very consistent there through the Silver Cup. So Benja up onto this one here now, sends that one along the ground and fizzes it through. Couldn't stop that one on this occasion here, Pablo, but there it is. The flag is aloft and it's 2 goals. It is now rules by Cafu. So back to the middle of the field. After that lovely penalty there by Benja. Ball into play, off the back of the line out. Benja wants it on the near side, gets hooked off out of it. Cafu makes a turn round into attack, fizzes that one up forward. Didn't get quite as much onto that one as he'd like to do so. Showed too much of it there to Pinello. Pinello comes away, gets a little bit of helping hand there from Laborde to keep him off him. Avoids the hook, comes forward once more. Has to come away from Cichetti if he can. Fizzes that one up forward, goes with a long shot this time and drives that one up the front door. They're all looking for it. Going back onto that one there is Nasser. Nasser looking to get that on the near side. Does so. Stops the attack. Great play there by Nasser Al-Shamsi. First onto it. It's going to be Cichetti. Changes the direction of flow of play. But Laborde read that one well and he's picked it up here nicely here now. He looks up forward and he drives that up in towards. He gets cut out of the play, out of the air there. Near side backhand. He had to make sure of that one there. The Pablo, and it's now left here for Cichetti. Cichetti looking to come under the net, goes into the pony, and we get a whistle on that play. Cichetti sort of gesticulating a little bit there. He came across me, but we'll come to the replay there, and I'm sure they'll come to the umpire for the final, third man, for the final decision on that one there. You can see pony backed up a little bit, but not exactly coming across him. So let's see what they decide. And it looks like we have a penalty here now. In favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. So just discussing this with the third man, and it looks like we have a short penalty, penalty 2 here now, in favour of. You can just see on this replay one more time. Comes here. Yep. In favour of the Wolves. For Pinello. Benja looking to get under this ball this time. Comes up, drives, shoots, sends that one through. The goals it is for goal number 3 on the board there for Wolves by Cafu. 3 goals to 1 it is here in chukker number 1. You see on the replay there. Much more the Benja we like to see with the ball going high. And over the top of all the players, and through the goals. So 2 teams lining up there on umpire right on the far side once again. Umpire right lines up, bowls that ball into play it goes. Out the side of the line, out it comes. Backhand there by Laborde, trying to fizz that one out there through, trying to get up for Felix, but the backhand is sent in there by Ghantoot's Cichetti Crespo. Cichetti up for Cafu, Cafu forward there. Laborde in front, Pinello's in there looking for a runner, and the runner came in the form of Shamsi, but he leaves it now for Pablo. Pablo comes up onto that one there and he leaves it now for, it is Pinello, tries to come back onto his own play. Next couple of players come through over the top of that one there, but the first onto it is going to be Cafu. Cafu takes the hook there from Laborde, and it's now left for Cichetti. Cichetti sends just a little backhand, but it's not to one of his own players, unfortunately. Lovely neck shot there by Felix, opening it up, taking it away from all the traffic over towards the far side of the field for Habtoor Al-Habtoor. Gets a good strike of that one there, going out towards the side, but he's up over the halfway line. Shadowing there is Llorente. Going back with him here hard now, looking to ride him off out of it. Comes onto his near side, gets further forward. Can he pick up the stick side play? Yes, he does. In towards the middle of the field. He comes here now. Habtoor trying to come on that near side. Came onto the near side, and in comes Laborde on the near side. Didn't quite get it in the direction he exactly wanted. It's taken away out towards the back line here now. And it looks like we have Benja just taking that ball out over the back line as he comes in to try and steal that one. So the umpires have actually called a free change here now. Got 44 seconds left on the clock. Or they've just given the opportunity for them to do so. And we've got Benker just teeing this ball up. No, he didn't take it over. It was actually taken out. And we have a corner. A 60-yard penalty here now. Couldn't quite see just looking into the sun out in that direction. And it's been deemed to come off a defending player, so we have a corner, a penalty 6 in favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Benker up on it here now, strikes it well, but curled away out towards the left-hand side. So no goal here on that occasion. The score remains the same. 3-1 it is in favour of the Wolves. And the ball will be placed down here now for Kaku Raja. Kaku taps it forward here now. Raja brings it forward. Goes under the neck with this one here and drives that forward. Tries to get his teammate, but first onto this one. Looks like it. Ooh. Very hard blow on the whistles there. We've got players coming from all directions on that one there, with Laborde trying to come in, as is Felix as well. So the ball goes out across the face of goal. And we have players coming across the line and players coming parallel to it. And oh dear, we nearly had a mess. So, I'm just going to go to the third man on this one here, because Felix was riding out hard one way. Laborde was coming in, and we ended up with two white players trying to have a bit of the pie as well. And one of them coming literally at right angles to the ball. So we've got a couple of replays will be going on here now. And so actually Felix has just decided to go and change ponies as well, just to make sure everything's all okay. Ponies seem to be walking off quite freely, but so they come to the third man, and we'll see what the decision is here now. It was a little bit optimistic trying to get in onto those lines at that point, on those angles. And the umpires, having unpicked it, just explaining. Is umpire right? I think they do have that crossing player in there, and I think that would be out of the discombobulation. The yellow card has been given there. And a penalty 2. So after that nearly scary moment there, even though I'm sure Felix felt it was a little bit too scary, we have Benker coming round up onto the play here now. Benker coming in, drives, shoots in towards the unopened goal, and it's gone wide. I really shouldn't have given him the curse. I said he'd been very consistent during this tournament so far, but he's gone wide from the 30-yard spot this time. Kaku brings it into play here now for Ghantoot. Kaku comes under the neck with that one there. Once again, looking for Pablo. The first hooter goes. And it is Pablo. First time play, sends out up. Looking now for Cachete. Cachete on this. They're running. They're coming through hard, but they check up, as does Cachete on the play, allowing Laborde to get to him. Look at that pony just checking up and coming in absolutely beautifully. And he takes it forward again. Oh, but coming in and stealing it. There's Laborde, the little burglar. Sends it out towards the middle of the field here now, but it looked for Pinello, but Cachete gets onto that one first. Cachete's ball back, half stop there by Laborde. Laborde makes the backhand. SM wants to get onto it. But there goes the second hooter, ladies and gentlemen. That there will end chukker number 1 of this 5-chukker match, with the score being 3 goals it is to Dubai Wolves by Cafu, 1 goal for Ghantoot. So the two teams will now leave the field to play. To change ponies, have a quick team chat and get back on here for chucker number 2. And in the meantime, we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to all our Polo Line viewers. And of course, I'd like to say thank you very much indeed for those tuning in and leaving a message. Always greatly appreciated. We have some of our familiars out there, which is great to see. But I'd like to also thank viewing from Manila, Inogo Zabel, and also David Bishoso. And in addition to that, we also have Mechi Alvarez, hola, Rana Noman, a good viewer, consistent viewer, great supporter here. Rich Ivana and also Mohammed Akram. So the ball's into play and chucker number 2 is underway here now with Kachete on it. Leads it now for Cafu. Cafu on the play. Cafu goes for the driving shot, trying to get that one up there for Nasser. Nasser looks to come onto it, flattens onto that nicely on the near side. There's Nasser. Nasser gets away there from Laborde, but not for too long as Laborde comes with the backhand, but it comes in up nicely for Cachete. Cachete coming forward here. Cachete loses that one there. Backhand comes in, does Pinello, but we get a whistle on that play. And I think it's quite clear to see what was going on, as the ball did change a little bit of direction on there. Did Pinello have that line or not? And it looks like he's come across it to get onto it, so the near side play would have been ideal. And it looks like he's been picked up there by Gerente. And so we have a penalty too. A 30-yard undefended penalty here now in favour of Ghantoot to start chucker number 2. Cafu comes up to this one, drives that ball beautifully through the goals. It is for Cafu Araja. 3 goals for Wolf by Cafu and 2 now for Ghantoot. So, like to thank also Clanova for their kind support here of Polo Line. Your one-stop for rehydration. Very important when playing sports during this hot weather. 2 versions of it. Now we have the ball back into play. Abtor comes away with this on here. Gets hooked off out of it. It's now left here, there for. I'm saying comes forward with it here now. Sends that one in towards the middle. Tries to get hold of it, but the backhand comes in by Cafu. Shutting down the attack. First onto it, though, is going to be Pinello. Pinello brings it forward here. He's got Cachete in front. Looks for a little bit of help and support. Comes up alongside his man here now. He flicks that one inside. Tries to get a backhand there. There's Cachete. Hussein reckons he's got the line of that ball, and oh dear. So you have Pinello coming through onto it. Flicks it across, changes the line. And as he brings it forward, probably a couple of little naughties in there. It depends on which the umpires decide which the first one is. So they're just going to unpick that one. Couldn't really see how much that ball did actually change line from Pinello. So just see who ended up with that line, if it was in for Cachete or if it was for the Wolves player coming through from behind. And then there was another one. It's always a problem as well. We can get on the replay here now. Was it enough of a line change to be out of the right of way? So he flicks it that way, flicks it across. He's gone to the third man here now. And I think it looks like there could be offsetting fouls here, because there were a couple going both ways you could possibly see on that one there. Let's see on that replay once more. So he takes it forward, he sends it back, does change that line, and it's going back away from goal, not towards the back line, which Cachete thought it had done. But anyway, we've got two counteracting fouls on that there, so we end up with a roll-in from the inside out. A call there by the umpires, and the ball goes in out the back of the line out. Cafu comes away there, being hunted down by Pinello, out towards the Villas on the boards on the far side there, but in comes Polo to give him a little bit of helping hand. Comes away from Pinello there, avoids the hook once more, comes back onto his own play again. He's trying to try and get up past his next man here, does so. Up on the boards here now, and drives that one up in towards the middle of the field. Looking there for Nasser, but first onto it's going to be Habtor. Keeps this ball running around the field in a nice anti-clockwise direction. Once more he goes onto that one there, he gets a little straight, looks over his shoulder to see where Nasser is, because he knows he's there and he knows he's coming, looks for that shot, leaves it behind there, but unfortunately for him it's picked up by Cafu, and Cafu sends this one in, looking to set it up here for Pablo. Pablo onto that play here now with Pinello, and we can clearly see that Pinello is just sneakingly pointing out to the umpires which side he was on and which side Pablo was on of that line of the ball, and we did get the whistle. Rente looking a little bit perturbed by that one there, but no, quite clear. Very generous of Becher to point that out as well. So the ball's placed down here now. For penalty 5, spot penalty in favour of Wolves by Cafu. Being teed up there by Santiago Laborde, as Felix is saying, just quickly change his pony. So Laborde taps this up forward, keeps this ball moving up there toward Cachete, cuts this one. Oh, had the option to cut it out wide, didn't cut it out wide, went straight down the middle and get up there for Pablo. Pablo comes on, just straight himself up onto that one, avoid the hook there from Pinello. Pablo on the move here now, keeping this ball moving forward, back onto his stick side from his near side. Nice little pony running with the head low down there and keeping on going goalward bound here now, but coming back is Felix. Felix trying to come in onto that. There's a couple of pairs being pushed across in front of the line here now, and we get a whistle on that play. We'll get a couple of little numbers going on there where you've got the two players on the ball and a pair of players in front that were pushing across as well. And so it looks like we have, you see Cachete is just pushing the Pinello, trying to look after him, and in doing so possibly infringes that right of way across in front of Felix and Pablo. So the ball gets dropped down here now for a spot penalty, and not wasting any time, it's fizzed up forward there by Laborde. Laborde on the move here now, but it's Gassan couldn't get onto it, and it's now picked up by Cachete. Cachete reading that right off, has to go back at it again. Oh, and he couldn't quite pick that one up clearly, but Habtor comes in and across to that one there. Thought he saw a new line, but not to be. We can see on the replay here now. Certainly a question of the ball hadn't changed enough to be outside of the right of way. And potentially dangerous play, and poor little Ghantoot chap named Nasser's just sort of seeing his life, or hopefully the rest of it. And the yellow card gets doled out, and we end up moving this one here now for a shorter penalty in front of goal in favour of Ghantoot from the penalty for a 60-yard penalty. As we see on screen, Cachete Crespo quickly changing ponies. So, by Wolves, by Cafu, just back 40 yards from the ball, looking to defend this one here now. And the ball gets dropped down for Pablo to tee this one up as Kaku's just down changing. So Habtoor there as point man. As Cafu Raja circles round here now. As I said, there is a bit of a stiff breeze. It is coming from, as we look at the screen, from head on right. So basically coming, as you're looking at the screen, coming from about 10 or 11 o'clock. So it will push the ball out to the left. So he drives, he shoots, it's along the ground, it's a bouncer, it's a stop there. Nicely played by Felix Hussain. Felix trying to get away there from Cachete. Cachete comes in with the hook, but it's left there for Laborde, tidying it up once again, sweeping that back door closed on his near side, out towards the far side, but Cachete's coming back with him, working hard as ever. Cachete Crespo pushing him out onto those boards, yields off, leaves it this time, picks it up on the near side, brings it into the middle of the field. There does Hussain. Hussain tries to come on his near side, gets ridden off, thought he had the near side play, but it's now left for Cafu. Cafu on the move here now. Cafu Araja settling things down here once more. Opens that shoulder up and sends that one up over the front, at the front door there, looking for Crespo. Crespo out to the side here. He's going to have to try and come back inside there with Hussain. Hussain trying to work on that hook, pushes that ball, takes the ball from him, but pushes it towards the middle of the field. And yet again, it is going to be Pinello. Pinello this time, he's got Laborde in behind as he needs him. Comes forward once again. We've got a man without a stick in the form of Cafu, and you see Laborde just picking that up nicely for him now. Nice bit of sportsmanship there. Comes up forward, does Pinello, comes past Cachete. He's got Pablo out there in front of it. Takes the ball on the bounce. He fizzes that through, but showing too much of that to Llorente. Llorente, backhand. Not as much on as they would have liked, but Crespo gets in onto the next one, but his play's half spoiled. Well picked up there by Hussain, who changes the line and pops it back there for Pinello. Pinello comes forward. You see Pablo has to get out the way there, has infringed him onto his near side, under the neck, and through the goal it goes there for Pinello. A well-worked goal there by Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Had to work for it, but they worked it well. And you see here now he's coming forward once again. Pablo just having to yield off that one there as he had come across him, goes to the man and goes to his near side, under the neck and through the goals for Benja. And we have a couple of players here quickly changing to get back to the middle of the field here now. Vampire right to bowl it into play. 2:20 on the clock it is. And that ball will go in. So Habtoor needs to get a wiggle on, but at least he is onside, and it is now going to be Benja. Benja picks up the play off the back of the line out, sends it up forward, looking there for Felix. Felix there, trying to get away in front of Cachete, manages to do so, looking to pick this one up underneath the neck. Under the neck he goes there, there's Felix Hussain, and it's just gone wide. Just pushed that one across the face of goal, at speed, at pace, under pressure. And you can see he flicks that one up. Cachete thought he had that line. Goes with that next shot, just got over it a little bit too much and put it across the face of goal. So on the back line it is here now for Cafu Raja to bring into play once more. Cafu taps it forward to his marker, to Felix. Cuts it out here now. Here's the call. Cachete looking for that ball, lost sight of it. Little backhand by Pinello, not quite enough, but it was enough for the ball there, but it gets taken off him by Llorente, and Llorente sends a good backhand in towards the middle of the field, trying to get onto his Cafu, going away from his man. Cafu going away. Cafu, oh, and he's over the top of that one there, as I say, he's just chasing him down. It's now going to be Pinello to tidy it up once again here now. 4. By Cafu, sends it forward, up over the halfway line. And Cachete says thank you. We'll tend it back in once more. Oh, yes, I find my man. Thank you very much indeed. And on the near side through, here comes Cafu. Cafu on the move. Cafu back onto a stick side. Drags this one forward. Interferes with his pony a bit. And it's now picked up by Pinello. And Pinello turns it round. Lovely little brown pony with the white face. Puts in towards the middle field here now for Laborde. Just to settle things down. And Cacu's there. He's going to have to yield. And he's going to have to play it. Does so. Sends it out. Looking there for Pinello. Pinello looking to come back across to the field here now. Pinello gets ridden off out of it there by Nasser, and he's out the front door. He's out over the front door, but there it is. It's picked up here now by Llorente. Llorente comes forward here now. You see Nasser stops there, picks the pony up and just waits, but play still must continue, and it is now this time. Comes onto it, Cafu, the ball comes off the pony. It looks like it might go wide. Cachete keeps this one in. Little backhander there. This time it scoops it out forward here, does Felix. No, but the pony said, no, I'm out of here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Out onto the asphalt there. And we'll just have a quick pause, I think, now here, ladies and gentlemen. Whilst the umpires are just looking for a foul. And so they're just... Benja just looking for a new pony here now as they'll look... to retrieve that pony. So it looks like they have retrieved it all sorted hopefully now. And so let's see exactly. On the replay here now. He's in there, goes forward and just gets a bit of a bump, and pony sucks off out of it as he's a little bit far forward on it, and down he goes, and NASA tried to keep hold of it, but unfortunately it just still decided it was out of there. And so looks like the two teams will be lining up here now. The ball got out into a neutral position and the whistle was blown. So it is. Looking to get this underway again. So the ball into play, back of the line out, looking there for Cafu, but first round onto it is going to be Polo. Polo out towards the side where the Villas are. Cafu going back with him, checks up, protects that ball, leaves it now for Laborde. Laborde leaves it all in turn. Nice little play there with Polo. The first two to goes, and it goes up in towards the middle of the field. Turning back onto this one. Nice is Cachete. Cachete has to control that ball and goes up forward. Takes Polo out of it. Giving protection there for Cafu. Cafu gets a lot underneath that one, and maybe not quite the distance. It drops down. Therefore, Felix being pressurised there by Pablo. The backhand comes in by Cafu to spoil it. It's now sent out with a reciprocating backhand there by Polo, out in towards the middle of the field, out into attack here, finding Habtor, who gets himself straightened up on this one here now. Cachete going back on. There goes the chucker, ladies and gentlemen. The second hooter goes, and that there will end chucker number 2, with the score being Wolves 4 and Ghantoot 2. So you just see Habtor coming back here now, but unfortunately he was denied. So I think we'll now go to a few messages from Polo Line whilst they change ponies. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Al Habtoor Polo Resort Club for our first match of the Gold Cup 2024 here in Dubai. And we see Nasser Al-Shamsi just coming back onto the field. We're starting off with a roll in where the ball was when the second hooter went, as Habtoor thought he was away. So the umpire right to course to bowl this ball in from the inside out. Just waiting for a bit of order there. Gets a bit of order. Oh, you see the players are eager. He's just flinches, and they're actually trying to get into this one here now. There it is. Ball gets into play. Out the line, out it comes. Habtoor comes out with this one here now. Habtoor turns, faces up. Gets it taken away from there by Cafu. Cafu comes away with it here. Cafu Raja. Cafu couldn't take the next play out of that one there, but it's now picked up there by Jorente. Jorente sends that one up, looking there for Cachete. Cachete on his right-hand side. Cachete goes under the neck on the first time play, but couldn't quite get over it enough, and it just goes wide. Just a nice first-time play, but just maybe lacking a little bit of flow here so far in this match in Chukker number 3. The score being 4-2. And Santiago Laborde to bring it into play once more in this cracking little grey pony of his. Taps it up forward. Cachetti just yielding off a bit, so he's going to take it all the way. This time comes under the neck with there. Oh, he strikes that ball so well up there now for Polo. Polo up onto this. He knows he's got Cafu there with him. Turns back inside him. Very clever play indeed, as one would expect from Polo. Up and towards the middle of the field. Goes by himself, him does Polo. Polo on the move once more. This time sends it up forward. They're looking for Azane at the front door, but only gets as far as Cachetti. Cachetti's backhand. Nice play by him, and it unleashes Cafu this time. Cafu on the move in a lot of open space. Cafu Araja. Cafu Araja wants it once more. He seems to be cantering a little bit. They're trying to get back to him. He's making sure he's got plenty of space and time, and just looking to stick and ball this one all the way home is Cafu Marcos Araja putting it away. 3 goals it is now to Ghantoot. 4 goals to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Just judging it very nicely indeed there did Cafu. Cool as a cucumber. Just looking over his shoulder, making sure he's got enough space and time to control it and let the ball settle. So, right. Lines of 2 teams up here now. Bowls that ball into play. Into play it is. Out the line it comes. And it's now tries to control it. The hooking play came in there by Pablo, but it's going to be taken away by Polo once again onto his near side. Couldn't pick it up, but it's now left here there for Azane. Azane gets it half stolen off him, but regains possession once again there. Felix coming forward through the players here now. He's got Cafu behind. He's got Jorente in front. Now he goes with a bit of a show and go. Keeps coming forward. Gets bumped off that one there, and it falls here nicely though for Polo. Polo comes forward. Polo with Cafu in front of him. Has to do something with it there, but he's got so much traffic in front. What can he do? But he just finds a little bit of a hole, and through the goal it is there for Benja Polo. Making it 5 goals it is now to Wolves. 3 goals to Ghantoot. We can see on it as it all came to a bit of a standstill. Ghantoot had committed themselves to the players in front and all got themselves in front with 2 Wolves players behind. And Polo just looking for a little bit of a window to slot that one through, and that he did. Making goal number 5 there for Dubai Wolves. So back to the middle of the field it is. For umpire right to get this underway once more. Right bowls that ball into play. Off the middle of the line it is, and actually off the front it is here now with Nasser on his near side. It's picked up there by Felix. Takes it forward, sends the backhand, but it's going to be Cachetti to come up with it. Sends the backhand once more, but it falls for Felix this time and doesn't quite get to his man. When Felix comes away, has to reach out a long way. Couldn't pick that one up, but it's now stolen away there from Polo by Nasser. Good play by Nasser. Played the backhand, right play to get it to Cafu, but in comes Laborde. Other ideas about that one there, as does Cachetti. Cachetti coming forward. Cachetti on the play here now, looking under the neck, looking to see which way he can go and how he can go with this one here now, but coming around the long way was Polo with the backhand. The backhand there for Jorente. Spins that pony round. Beautiful play there by Jorente away from Laborde into open space, sends that one up over the top, looking for Cachetti, but it's intercepted beautifully there by Polo, and Polo on the loose here now. Polo going forward, but it is going to be the back door closed once again by Cafu Araja. Under the neck this time comes Jorente, but couldn't quite find enough on that for the angle, and out over the back line it goes. So good pressure, relentless, and in that play, you see Polo just ended up breaking his mallet, and we ended up with a whistle being blown, and we have a free change here, this time called by the umpires on 3:01 on the clock, as we see Laborde and everybody just changing up. You see you've got Polo hopping from one to the other, Felix over, and also now you have Laborde mounted back up again. Abtor coming back onto the field. And fortuitously, Ghantoot have got their ponies down in that bottom corner as well, but on the other side at the scoreboard end. So the ball will be brought to play. Jorge Colombres. That about says it all. So back here now. The ball's on the back line for Santiago Laborde, and Wolves by Cafu to bring into play. Laborde taps it up forward here now. Cachetti there with him. He gets hold of that one nicely and sends that one out to the other side here, looking for Benja. Benja coming onto it here. You see Pablo's kept off out of it a little bit there by Azane. Comes in. comes forward once again. This time, same picks it up here now. Gets hooked off out of it. Tries to flick it forward, but it's left there for Polo. Listen to the wristy flick shot. Trying to get this one up here now. This time, full of ball. He comes off the pony, does the backhand of Cachetti, but he gets back onto it here once again. And on the near side, spoiling that play. Flicks it round this near side once more. And they're coming round across the front of oncoming players. Picked up well there by Felix Hussein. And we get a whistle on that play. And you see here, comes round onto it, comes back to the ball, and as he does, two players coming down the line. And Felix jumped onto that one quickly and said, thank you very much indeed. And the result will be a penalty too. A 30-yard penalty here now. In favour of Wolves by Cafu, being teed up by Benka. So retiring back behind their line just to watch this penalty. Ghantoot circling around onto it. Here's Benka Pinello. Benka comes up to this, strikes the flag, tells the story here now, and it's not gone up, so it's gone wide. Wide again. So on the back line it is here now for Cafu. Marcus Araja taps it forward, up there to Felix. Cutting out towards us is going to be Cachetti. Cachetti looking to get on this first. He's a bit free at the moment, but in comes Pinello. Pinello looking to close him down. On the boards, turns, comes, faces up once more. Comes away, flicks that one away nicely, but shows too much of it there to Laborde. Laborde picks it up and sends it forward once again and gets that one away through the pony's legs and out forward it is, but trying to get onto that one there, just looking for the play. Was Llorente. Find out where the ball was. It was literally coming underneath him, and let's see what the umpires unpick on this. Was it the player in front impeding him? You see the ball get sent up nicely there now. He's trying to pick this one up and possibly impeded there by Pinello, and that's what the umpires have evidently decided, and we end up with a spot penalty here now in favour of Ghantoot. Once again, Araja comes forward with it here now. Cuts this one out towards the side. Classic play. Trying to get up onto that one there. It's going to be Llorente. Llorente onto it nicely. Flicks that ball up in the air. Waits for it to come down. Bounces it and sends it once more. Couldn't get onto that one then. Thought he had something on there, but I think he took his eye off the ball and actually looked at the player, and it's going to be Pinello to turn around and pick it up forward here once again. Pinello leaves it now for Felix. Comes the inside of him. Gets that protection, but Cachetti's going to stay with him. Cachete gets told to play it, goes under the neck here this time, into some open space here for Pinello to come back up onto here. Pinello off the boards there with Llorente. Down the boards goes Felix. Felix going there, but Cachete, his new mate's going with him, but unfortunately the ball hops out over the boards. So I'll have an 8-second count. The ball will be dropped down for a free hit for Ghantoot. Baveni drops that ball down. Cafu up onto this one here now. Cafu Raja taps up forward to Felix. Goes himself this time. He's got the pony. Showed too much of that one to Felix. Said thank you very much indeed. Looking over his shoulder because he knows that Kaku's going to be there. Looking to spoil that play if he can. Comes onto him on his offside, and he picks it up here and turns it. Does Laborde trying to find this ball, but it's now left there for Felix once again. Felix on the boards, comes away with it here now. Gets a little bit of protection, but he's got Cachetti out there in front of him, so he yields off and leaves it for Laborde once more. Laborde comes away from the play here again, but in comes Cafu to try and spoil his ideas of the party and sends it out forward up the front door here. Lovely play by Laborde. Couldn't pick it up, unfortunately there. Could have Tor, but it's sent back in to the throws once more, and first onto it. It's going to be Cafu, but couldn't control it. It's going to be Laborde. Laborde comes away. Cafu working on him onto his near side. Very strong on his near side. Here comes Laborde. Laborde coming forward, flicks that one away. Just gets a good, lovely ride off there by Cafu. Cafu comes away with the play, but going deeper down dangerously towards his own close territory. But Laborde reciprocates, takes it away from him once more. The first two to go, looks for that little next shot, flicks it through, and Laborde very strong going forward indeed. Santiago Laborde, and that there will end Shaka number 3. You can see he ended up losing that ball, got it back again to Laborde, worked hard, and then under the neck he goes with that one there and fizzes it straight through the goals. So that there, ladies and gentlemen, at half-time, after 3 chukkers, the score is 6 goals to Dubai Wolves by Cafu, 3 to Ghantoot. And now we'll go to some messages and some adverts from Polo Line.
Of course, the biggest and the most important organization, not only in Dubai or United Arab Emirates, even in the world, the UAE team. You know, we are comparing organization just in the UAE. That's mine. This is where I invest in Polo, in Dubai in general. So meeting them was not easy. Even we beat them in the qualification, but everything changed. So we took control of everything from the beginning. We made the difference. We were not lucky with the last checkers, like 4 penalties in 2 minutes, and we made the mistakes. But at the end, we held up the last 5 minutes. You know, control the ball. We score 2 goals in that 2 minutes. So, but this year I invested a lot in horses, and we try to keep the same team, except we change 1 player. We were not lucky with the qualification, with the final by Bauti get injured. But also we were lucky that Fako was available. We just brought him on a flight immediately to come. And only 3 days before the games, he's trying the horses. So I'm gonna see also in the Gold Cup, the teams are very strong. I think UAE will not be the same like the Silver Cup. So I think they're gonna come back very strong, and we have to be prepared.
At Clutie, crafting perfection is an art. Every product is a masterpiece, meticulously created with German precision. Experience the journey from concept to creation. Impeccable finishes, enduring elegance. Our products redefine functionality. Clutie, the shape of water.
Welcome to the finals day of the 3rd Rishat Meal Alula Desert Polo. We started off with 8 teams, we're down to the last 2, and they'll be playing for this beautiful trophy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Al Abtor Polo Resort and Club for the second half of our first match in the Gold Cup 2024 of Wolves versus Ghantoot. Wolves being 6-3 over Ghantoot at the moment. And we just have a quick little look there over into the Ghantoot camp. I'd just like to also say a big hello to Ian Kettlewell there in the Bulldogs Barbers in Midhurst. Abu Bakr Farouk Jibrin from Kaduna in Nigeria. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we would love to see you over here sometime, Abu Bakr. And then, of course, Sanjeev and Lauren Sonia, whereabouts are you? To the left-hand side of my tower, I believe. But which side are we looking at? Literally my left-hand side. Good afternoon to you, and thank you for tuning in. And more to the point, thank you for coming to watch once again. And so I've also been told that our matches tomorrow for the Habtoor Polo team. It looks like Facu Llorente will still be playing instead of the designated Bautista. And in fact, I've just had a visa. It's a DIB visa card. Khalid Abdul Rahman. Khalid Abdul Rahman, you have a DIB visa card, debit card. If you'd like to come to the tower, we can return it to you. Thank you kindly, sir. And now we'll just quickly go to a few stats of the match here so far. And so 6-3 to score, field goals 3-2. Throw-ins, pretty even Stevens, 8 from Wolves, 6 by Ghantoot. Fouls committed, 4 and 7. That tells a little bit of a story. The penalties this afternoon, Ghantoot 1 from 2, 3 from 5 only though by the Wolves. And we have a yellow card apiece. One attempt at a corner there from Wolves, but unfortunately that one was not converted. And so the two teams will start to come out onto the field here now. As the umpires start to get themselves mounted up. We'll get the second half of the match underway. And unfortunately there's been a little bit of an issue there with one of the umpire ponies. So we have Dubai Wolves. After chukker number 1 was 3-1 over Ghantoot. After chukker number 2 it was 4-2. Just the 1 goal scored there by Wolves and the 1 by Ghantoot. And they've slowly clawed their way back, but have Ghantoot. They've been consistent, just 1 goal to chukker so far. And Dubai Wolves putting another 2 on the board, making the score 6-3 it was. And unfortunately, once again, we've got a little bit of an issue with an umpire pony. Good old Mr. Polo. Umpire's finding it very difficult to get out of the way. So, once again, I'd like to call out for So the two teams are waiting on the field whilst they try and sort out a umpire pony. So unfortunately we'll just have a little bit of a further delay. Not sure exactly what the pony's name is, but notoriously known as Mr. Polo. And so great to see everybody here on a Friday afternoon at Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. Watching the polo here, and then we'll end up having, although it was the old style, now the weekends here in the UAE are Saturday, Sunday. And you can just see on the replay for our viewers, that goal there by Santi Laborde. He had to work hard for it. He thought he was on the way. Cafu came in, gave him a really good ride-off, took it away from him. And then that was equally matched by Santi, who came in and took it away again, came in and came across the back line and in front of goal, put it nicely through under the neck, through the goals. So, Pony, I see just coming, jogging down the side of the field here now, which should be good, and then we can get this underway. You just see the umpires down there. So, up comes another one. We'll get themselves mounted up. Get a ball bag placed on top, and then the umpire aboard, and we'll get it underway. As Peter Wright just steps on board, the little Wolves pony. And there we go. Good view of Santiago Laborde. Played very strongly indeed here this season, as always. Santi been coming out to the UAE for a number of years now. And a strong association with Dubai. And of course, the majority of this polo going to be played down in Sota Grande at Ayala. So Jason Dixon just helping out, putting the final touches on, so hopefully they can get this match underway again. Trying to get the girth and everything sorted out and get the ball bag sorted, and we can get this underway. And that's part of the UAE brigade with little Betty Lou. So we've got Matthias mounted back up again. Jason just sorting him out as well. On this glorious afternoon here in Dubai. So onto the field, here we go. So it doesn't really get much time to warm the pony up. Let's see if we're going to be like in the throw-in. So two teams line up here now to get this underway again with Matthias Moeni. Lines up, bowls that ball in, not messing around out the back of the line. It comes on the near side. The ball they've ridden off out of it. Cachete wants a bit of that one there. So do the same, but it's now left here for Pinello. Pinello comes on, but as he does, the old line standing as far as the umpire was concerned, and as soon as Cafu was certainly concerned with that one here now. Let's see if they actually where the line was. See, it came across the field. And yeah, it was a lot more across the field rather than up and down as far as I can see on that initial replay, but we'll leave it to the umpires, of course. I think there's a little bit of a difference of opinion. Cafu was sharply onto that one there, as we can see. It clearly goes across the field rather than up and down. Umpires deeming had moved out of the right of way. Pinello thought he was still more up and down rather than across the field. And so we'll end up with a penalty here now. From the penalty 4 mark, from 60 yards out, for Ghantoot and Cafu Raja to tee this one up. Look at the closest gap a little bit more here now. 6-3 is the score. Chucker number 4. So Cafu Raja circling around up onto this one here now. Cafu comes up onto this one here. It's about head height catch stop though. It is stopped there by Laborde, I think it was. No, it wasn't. It was actually Esain. Great play by him, but it's this time Laborde fishes that one high up over the top. But first onto it's going to be Nasser. Nasser tries to pick it up, as did Habtor, but he kept now by Pablo. Pablo takes it forward out towards the side here now. Pablo up on the play, coming back in behind. Here comes Menka, show and go. Pablo leaves it behind. Oh, so there's Esain, sent up forward by Cafu. Cafu up the front door here now, looking for it. There's Nasser. Backhand comes in there, sent it out towards the side there. But by Habtor, trying to get onto it is going to be Cachete. Couldn't, but we get a whistle on that play. And they're all pointing out, it looking like that we have Menka claiming that line on that one there. And you see, comes around onto it, tries to make the shot, and he's got a player coming up underneath his swing. And therefore, You can see on this replay here now from the other end. Kachete pushes in, yields off out the way, but unable to make the play on that one there. Was Benka. So, being moved up to a 60 at the other end here this time now, so we have a penalty for a 60-yard penalty in favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. But it's going to be taken now by Felix. Felix Hussein circling around up onto the play here now. Comes in, drives, shoots, drives that one straight in, but it's gone towards the right-hand side. To the right it goes, so the score remains the same. 6 goals to the Wolves, 3 to Ghantoot, and 6 minutes left here in chukka number 2. Kaku Raja breathes a sigh of relief and brings it in here now for Ghantoot. Kaku sees the option of Pablo running out wide, goes out with that one there, a little bit towards his left-hand side, picks it up, tries to take it away there from the man, does so, but he gets ridden off out of it this time by Benka. Benka sends the backhand in towards the throws here this time, and it gets stuffed and left there here now for the ball. They're coming down up onto that play. Thought he had traffic impeding him, but it quickly turned around to his Kaku. Kaku on the play. Taps it forward once again. Kaku looks to go as he gets some protection there from Llorente. It is Kaku. He's got Cachete gone forward, opens that shoulder and unleashes the trigger there to try and get Cachete up on the move. Picks up the play, gets ridden off out of it. Good play there by Hussein, but shows too much of it there for Llorente. Llorente coming in, just as he thought he could just push that ball away from Cachete. In comes Llorente and takes it away from him, and now it is going to be off the back of the play. It's Kaku. Kaku tries to weave his way through, rides up into the back of the man as he tries to barge and hustle and bustle his way through, and we get a whistle on the play. So let's see what we get coming on this here now. Was he impeding him, or did he actually create the play by sending it across the back of the pony? And it looks like that the umpires have done. He's actually crashed into the pony himself because he's created the dangerous situation. So the ball's been dropped down here now for a spot penalty in favour of Wolves. Tapped up forward here there by Laborde. Cuts this one out here now, looking for Pinello. Pinello up on the play. Pinello gets told to play it. He's got Kaku there with him. Saying in behind him. Goes up forward. Oh, it's a burgling, thieving play there. And there's a bit of confusion. And Pablo says thank you. And he says, I got my man Kaku going forward. In comes Pinello. Pinello couldn't get the backhand, but Kaku just lost sight of it slightly. He retains possession once more. Kaku Raja. Araja trying to get his way through. In comes Llorente. Gets that stolen away from him in there this time by Hussein, making up for that little bit of miscommunication. Cachete wants to get in front of it, onto that one first. Looking to milk that line slightly was Hussein, but onto it nicely there for the backhand. It is going to be Kaku. Llorente giving it a little bit of protection here now as Kaku comes forward. Kaku comes in, backhand once again by Hussein, but stopped there by Cachete. Gets met by Laborde, but couldn't take it away from him. Could Laborde, and Cachete retains possession. He comes forward only to meet Pinello. And it is Cachete looking to work his way through here now. And the ball just comes out towards one side and coming forward up onto the play. Oh, let's see what's in there. It's a little bit messy, a bit scrappy. And were they fishing? Were they trying to come across and look for that play? Lovely view from the other side. Pushes it across in front of the players. Comes in, comes off the pony. Drills that one straight into the back of the pony. And so once again, we have a spot penalty here now in favour of Wolves. Laborde cuts this one out here now for Pinello. Pinello comes up onto it, met there well there. With him is Kaku. Kaku there with Pinello, reaches back, picks it up, turns away. He's got Llorente there with him, gets a bit of protection there for Hussein. Looks after those two for a second, but Hussein has to come back and tidy up once more and sends it forward. Can't get onto that one, knowing he can't. Pinello yields off, but it's going to be Kaku onto the play, out towards the far side of the field, looking for a nice bit of open space. And he sends a beautiful driving shot up the middle, looking there for Cachete, but it's been well read and marked for the match there by Hussein. The backhand comes in, looked for a little bit more off it, but it's going to be Kaku once more, picking up the pieces here for Ghantoot. Kaku coming forward again. Nitz gets half stolen off him there by Habtor Labtor, and he drills that one in towards the goal, and we get a whistle on the play. Let's see on this replay here now. He's just getting this one coming forward as Kaku. It just drives out straight into the horse. Was he blocking? Did he have the right to play it? This is what the umpires decide. Did he cut across over in front of him as he struck the ball? If he did, it's going to be Felix in trouble. If he didn't, it'll be another spot penalty here now in favour of Wolves. But let us see what the umpires unpick and what they decide. There's just a lot of traffic in front, unfortunately, at that point in time, and they're just milling and loitering. And so we just have a little bit of chat there, Pete, speaking with Laborde, the captain there of the Wolves. As the players quickly go and change ponies. And the umpires just discussing this one together and also with the third man. And just looking for a couple more replays on this one here now. A little bit too much traffic across there. And it is a foul against Ghantoot. So this ball is going to get moved up here now for a penalty in favour of Wolves. Umpires doing the same, was fine to be there. That Cafu didn't have the right just to go and try and drill that clean through the pony. Sure, he didn't intend to, would have liked to put it clean over the top of all the players or between the two ponies, but not unfortunately on this occasion. And the ball's dropped down here now for a penalty from the midfield for a penalty 5B in favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu for Santiago Laborde. Boys gone up forward on the run. Santi gets that one up over the 60-yard line, looking for it, as is saying, comes off the pony, backhand comes in by Llorente, looking to let loose Cacchetti once again. Cacchetti up front, Laborde in front of him, he's got Pinello in behind, but going forward, Nasser going up on the run, Habtoor going with him, got the mark of the man on that one there, it falls a bit short there for Nasser, but the backhand comes in by Laborde, cutting it out wide, looking for his man, but first onto it there on the near side. Good play by Felix, but only goes as far here as Llorente there with Pinello. Llorente looks to come back inside, yields off, takes a man, leaves it for Cafu, realises Cafu's coming back to give him the helping hand there as he did. Cafu having to pick this ball up once more. Sends it forward as Pablo comes forward, he's there, comes back to him, but it's left there for Cacchetti. Cacchetti on the play. Crespo gets told to use it, in comes the play. Backhand there by Pinello. Ball skews off out towards the side here now. Into free play. Laborde comes under the neck with that one there and gets the ball moving up the field here, trying to get it up there for Pinello. Cacchetti going back with him. Checks up, comes back onto it. Does so nicely there. Pablo's looking for something, but probably got pushed into the play anyway, and it's left here now for Felix. Felix up onto this one. Just gets shadowed and marked a little bit there by Nasser. Hooked there by Pablo on Laborde, but it is now turning round onto it. Played great game here this afternoon. Felix goes under the neck with that one there. It's going goal bound. It's across the face of goal. Can Habtoor get to that one first? Comes onto it. Tries to hook Cafu out of it, but Cafu gets the mallet down and out it goes here now. Cafu onto his near side. Yields off. Unfortunately left that one behind, and it's now going to be Pinello to send it back in once again. But Cacchetti's got the better of the mark of Hussein. Comes onto it, sends the backhand. It's now picked up there, though, by Laborde. Turns back inside, avoids the attacking hook, gets away from one man, gets hooked by the second and still keeps the ball moving forward, but not quite enough, and the ball comes back into open play once again. Habtoor asks to yield off it and go forward and leaves it now here for Felix. Felix checks, turns, comes back around, in comes Llorente, spoiling play, picked up though there by Pinello. Pinello up onto it, trying to get the pony going as he's getting pushed and shoved. Goes under the neck, looking there for Hussein. Hussein gets in front of to his man here now. Hussein couldn't pick up the next play, but it's now left here for Cafu. The boys, the arms are getting probably a little bit tired because they're having to work hard out there this afternoon. And the ball fizzed up forward here this time. Looking now for Pablo, sends it back, does so, gets half spoilt, loses that play, gets told to yield off it there. Comes forward, does Pinello. Pinello trying to get away there from Cacchetti. He's got his man in front, flicks it in towards the middle of the field here now for Felix, covering it well, but couldn't get onto it. But Laborde's in there once again. Laborde coming forward from the back door. Laborde, ponies struggling, just treading on air, trying to get going forward. We get a whistle on the play. So you can see them coming forward. Laborde comes in. Never overcommitting, really played well, came through, man crossed over in front, whistle on the play. So all the players quickly scrambling. You saw they were treading on water there, those ponies just running out of gas. So back onto the field it'll be for some fresh legs here now. Literally seconds left on the clock, and we can see on the replay here now, comes onto his near side. And Pablo, to get onto his near side play, came across the line. And so the ball's been dropped down here now for a penalty two, a 30-yard penalty in favour of Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Polo comes up to this one, strikes it beautifully. That's much more like what we like to see there from Benja Polo. Through the goal it is, 7 goals to 3 now to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the hooter goes, and that there will end Chukka number 4 with the score being 3 goals to Ghantoot and 7 goals to Dubai Wolves by Cafu. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line before we return for our 5th and possibly final Chukka here in our first match.
Y por suerte, sí, de vuelta. Por suerte pudimos ganar hoy. La verdad que contra un equipo muy bueno como UAE, que siempre nos cuesta. Ya lo hemos enfrentado en varias finales y bueno, esta vez se nos dio. Por suerte, sí, una vez más la Copa de Plata. Se está poniendo muy competitivo y los patrones se están organizando más y hoy, como decís vos, todos los equipos eran parejos. Cualquiera podría haber estado hoy jugando la final de la Copa de Plata y bueno, se dio que fue UAE y Ghantoot, como viene pasando hace algunos años, pero hoy tenés equipos que están al mismo nivel, con el mismo nivel de competencia y como jugadores increíbles como Capela, como Tommy Fernández Llorente, con jugadores que realmente están a la altura de cualquiera de los buenos, ¿no? Soñar podemos soñar siempre. Yo muy contento ahora disfrutando el triunfo de la Copa de Plata y sí, por supuesto que nos interesa más que nada la Copa de Oro, siempre fue el tema de ganarla como yo la he ganado alguna vez como jugador y ganarla como manager o como coach también es un propósito que tenemos todos y bueno, y soñando sería, ojalá ganemos el primer partido de la Copa de Oro.
So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Al Habtoor Polo Resort Club for our 5th and final Chukka, or possibly final Chukka, of our first match of the Bentley Gold Cup 2024. And we have the Chukka by Chukka up there on the screen for our viewers and for our viewers here at Habtoor. At the end of Chukka number 1, it was 3-1 to Wolves, 4-2 after Chukka number 2, 6-3 after Chukka number 3, and 7-3 after Chukka number 4. So good to see we've got from all over the world, from South Africa. Vushis is tuning in. And there it is, the ball gets bowled into play, out the back of the line, out it comes. Looking for that one there is Pablo, but it's now picked up there by Cachetti. Cachetti turns, faces that one up forward, and up the front door. He's looking there for Nasser out the front door there, but it's going to be ridden off out of it and picked up on the near side nicely there by Polo. Polo up onto a stick side. Polo lets this ball come forward. He goes a little wide onto that one there, gets bumped and ridden off it there very securely there, and it ball gets sent in once more, and it's picked up by Pablo, taking it away here now from the ball. The lovely play there from Llorente, who sends it out the front door here now for Cafu. Cafu couldn't pick up the next shot, but Nasser's in there behind, and next up onto this one here is going to be Pablo. Pablo just hesitates, soars over the ball, takes it one way, takes it the other way, gets ridden off out of it, and coming away is going to be Polo once again, trying to fiddle and play with it too much. There was too much traffic in front of him to be able to do anything proper with it, but it's going to be Polo who sends it out here, out there towards the middle of the field, but first to go onto this one here is going to be Araja, covering the ground there in front of Laborde. Laborde going back there with him, goes onto his near side, sends the backhand in once more, but it's picked up here there by Polo in front of Cachetti, sends it up the field, but once again it's going to be Cafu back there first. Cafu Raja. Cafu under the neck, too much traffic behind him, not going to play any next shot, and let's run this one round the field here now, comes up onto it, checks up, takes 6-1 in backwards a little bit further. He has Pablo there with him. What's he going to do? He goes by himself. Pablo gives him a little bit of space by taking the man off and out the side he goes here now, but it's now Cafu sends it straight up over the front door here now, looking for Pablo's out there on the run, back on this little chestnut pony once again, with that head down, and he's from a distance, he goes with a driving shot towards the goal, but oh, and it just goes wide to the left-hand side by about a metre or so, but not much more. So the ball's on the back line here now for Laborde to bring into play. 5 minutes left to play here now. Chucker number 5, 7-3 to score. Laborde sends that one up the field. Just cut out the play there by Pinello. Probably can't get back onto that one. No, he couldn't. Cachete fizzes it back in forward here, and it's now going to be Cafu to stick and ball this one home. Cafu, one more will do. Cafu Araja puts it away. Cafu Araja makes it 4 goals now to Ghantoot. Wall 7. Good backhand there by Cachete, setting it up there for Cafu. And through the goal it goes. So back to the middle of the field it is once more. For Matthias. Matthias bowls that ball into play, frontal line out, looking for it as Laborde. Gets away with the play here now. He's got 2 of them on him here now. They have to yield off. He sends that one up forward, looking for Habtor trying to come on. Couldn't backhand, couldn't pick it up. But it's picked up there by Felix. Felix just gets pushed off it. Cachete comes in with the backhand, opening it up, trying to make the meet there. Habtor drills that one out forward once again, tries to get back onto his own play. But we get a whistle on the play. See what they can unpick out of this one here now. Habtor drills that ball forward, came off a pony, creating a new line, and Habtor comes in between the players, it possibly looks like. So the ball's dropped down here now for a spot penalty in favour of Ghantoot, being brought in there by Cafu. Cafu Raja goes to his marker, goes up past. Backhand comes in, spoiling it, does Laborde, tries to get hold of it, send it a bit further, did the same, but it's now going to, Llorente has to go back and recover it once more. Llorente taps it up forward, gets it out here now, out towards the side. He's got 2 men over out there, waiting for it is Cafu, but waiting for him too is going to be Llorente, and he gets a little bit smothered there, does Pinello. So you see the ball comes out for Cafu, rides the man. Tries to come in onto it. It looks like he just gets smothered and sandwiched a little bit there. Or did he not have the play? Let's see what the umpires decide. And it looks like actually that it's actually Pinello that didn't have the play on that one there, as Cachete comes through to try and take the play. And so the ball is, looks like it's going to be dropped down here now for a penalty 4, a 60-yard penalty. It's a grub. So Cachete Crespo just teeing this one up, but it looks like Cafu, whilst a few of the players are off changing, is actually just going to take this one here now. So Raja circling round up onto this plate. For the 60-yard penalty, comes in, drive, shoots, puts that one straight through the middle there. Cafu Raja closing the gap to 2 goals. 5 goals it is to Ghantoot. 7 goals still to Wolves. And over 3 minutes left to play. So 2 teams lining up there on Benny. But Benny throws that ball into play off the frontal line out. Habtor wants a bit of that one there. Goes under the net, but shows too much of that one there to Nasser. Nasser comes up onto that one, up onto the boards. But Felix looking for it, turns. He's got 3 players all over him here now, looking for them to clear off out of the way. But Cachete thought he could steal that one, but the umpires have other ideas about this one. And so Cachete thinking he can steal away that one there, but a line clearly had been facing back up towards the goal. And there's possibly sandwiches and all sorts going there. He had 3 players on him. And so spot hit to the Reds. And that's basically being judged on the actual position of the players on the field at the point in time when the foul occurred. So, Laborde brings it in here now. Goes with the shot here this time and sends this one up for, but tried to get hold of that one there. Did. Cafu. Spoiling play there, but it's now picked up here by Hussein. Hussein gets hooked off out of that one there. The ball fizzes out towards one side, but it's now Hussein back onto the play once again. Hussein comes forward just to meet a man, blocking the back door there. Goes with the next shot. Not quite enough on it, and it's beautifully cleared away from the danger zone there by Cachetti. Cachetti, his ball being picked up there by Benka. Sends it forward, but it just goes wide, out over the back line. So the ball will be placed on the back line here now for Cafu Raja and Ghantoot. Cafu taps it forward. Goes under the neck and sends it out there for Llorente. Llorente up on the move here now. Llorente across the far side of the field. Chetti's gone forward. Pinello's gone with him. Going back there with Cafu is Hussein. Comes forward with it, steals it there. Lovely poach by Laborde. Laborde on the move, but coming in, puts the pressure on. The hook comes in by Llorente. Next on to Cafu. Checks up, turns, comes inside. Hussein just has to yield off. Gets told to make a move with this one here now. Does so, drives that ball up the field onto the stick side. Couldn't pick it up cleanly there. Could Llorente, but it's going to be Laborde once again. Gets away from his man, Laborde. What legs has he got? The players are looking over their shoulders here now to look who's coming back, but it's going to be Laborde to take this one all the way to the goal. Santiago Laborde stick and balling this one home. He's a little bit to the left. He's going to have to get a wiggle on. Does so, cuts and flicks it away to Santiago Laborde for the Dubai Wolves by Cafu. Making it 8 goals to Dubai Wolves by Cafu, 5 to Ghantoot. And a minute of play left. Just picking up on those opportunities. Laborde very good at coming in and stealing and poaching and taking the ball off the players, as he did just then, and just took it all the way. But you saw immediately Pinello was in there to give him the support as needed, and the ball goes into play and off out the back of the line. It comes here now for Pinello. Pinello leaves it for Laborde, cuts that one wide out towards the far side here now. Laborde checks up on the play. In there is Llorente and Cafu. Llorente comes in. Cafu waiting. In comes Pinello. Give him a helping hand. But Laborde, strong as ever, comes up with the spoils and sends it out here now for Pinello. Pinello drags it forward. Pinello once again drags that forward, gets that ball out in front of him. It's Pinello going towards the goal. Pinello goes with a shot from a distance, and it's going to go a little bit wide out towards the right-hand side for Benka Pinello. So the ball is placed on the back line. However, the hooter goes, and that there will end our first match of the Dubai Gold Cup 2024 by Bentley. And before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, as the teams congratulate each other and thank each other for a great game, and of course the umpires too. We'll have 2 matches tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. Our first match at 2 is IX Mara Polo versus the UAE. And our second match at 4 o'clock will be Habtor Polo versus Bangash, Dobson and Horrell. So those here in Dubai, we would love to see you here and have a great afternoon out here at Al Habtor Polo Resort and Club. Remember, you can always book yourself a brunch there on the terrace at the hotel. And we will, of course, have Hunt the Gold Coin, which is very valuable indeed. And we look forward to seeing you all here tomorrow afternoon, those who can make it here to Dubai, or those who are in Dubai. And now for our bottom line viewers, we'll just go to a quick interview with Habtor Al Habtor.
Here we are with Habtor Al Habtor. First win, first match on the Gold Cup. What you can say about it?
I mean, it was quite tough. It was quite tough, definitely. Ghantoot is an unbelievable team. These guys played together for maybe 3-4 years. They know each other very well. So we knew that coming into it. But thanks to our trial and error in the Silver Cup, we did a lot of errors very quickly. The best thing to do is to do a lot of failures in a short span of time, so then you can be better in the next period.
With this team and having the first win in the Gold Cup, we can dream of being in the final and winning it for the first time, or what you can say?
I'm more than confident for this season. I'm confident in my players and the horses. Everything's going well, and we look forward to see everyone in the final.
Thank you very much, Haftur, and go enjoy. Thank you. Back with you, Adam.
I'll quickly just go to some of the highlights and some of the best goals here of the match. And of course, getting himself through there for Ghantoot, scoring a great goal there. This one, a nice little back play there. Up here now for Polo. On his near side, beautifully through the goals. Now this was Cafu Raja just timing it perfectly, looking over his shoulder, checking that Felix couldn't get to him as Pablo had him in the pocket. This is a great goal here. You see Cafu coming and stolen that one away from Laborde. Laborde reciprocates and gives him a good bump and a ride off and takes it back from him. Comes back to him, there's Cafu, but under the neck it goes from Laborde, and through the goals it is once again. And this is the final goal actually with Laborde. He just stole that one away beautifully, made some space for himself. Got a little bit of nice bit of protection there from his teammate Benka Pinello. Just pushed it a little bit to the left, but flicked it back in through the goals. And now we'll go through the stats of the match. Final score, as you can easily see there, 8-5. Field goals, 4-3. Throw-ins dominated a little bit more there by Wolves in the second half. Fouls committed, 7-13. Wolves managing to keep a lid on those fouls. And just a little few too many there by this Ghantoot team for today. Penalties, 4 from 7, 2 from 4. Corners, unfortunately unable to convert that corner there were the Wolves, and we had 2 yellow cards. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, for myself, Adam Snowden and Polo Line, we'd like to thank you very much indeed for tuning in, and we look forward to you tuning in tomorrow afternoon at 10 o'clock. As I said, our first match is Mara against the UAE, and our second match at 4 o'clock will be between Haftur Polo and Bangash by Dobson Horrell. So, for myself, Adam Snowden, thank you very much indeed. Good night.